Ignacio?
Yes.
Definitely the options that you have are very expensive. Your monthly payment is roughly about $69, you said, right?
Yeah, 70,
Okay.
69.
Like $69, $70. So I checked the system, and it seems like 69 is a monthly payment that's a bit more than the usual. Okay.
Okay.
Now the good news about us is that we work with 70 different countries. Okay.
Correct.
So we have the ability of finding you something lower. Now, the monthly payment that I have available for you is roughly $25 to $35, and this is for basic liability. How does this sound?
Sounds literally half of that.
A little bit more than half, yeah.
So what's going on? What's the difference here?
The difference? Well, see, this is the thing. You've been insured for how long?
Like a year?
Year, exactly. So technically, you've been following the law, okay?
Mhm.
And the insurance companies have a discount called loyalty discount, okay?
Okay.
Now they have a lot of discounts. I'll explain a couple, but the one that's making the biggest impact on your monthly payment is loyalty discount. Now technically the way it works, if you have insurance for more than 6 months, let's say for example, the insurance companies give you a discount. It could be anywhere from 20 to 30% off. So they do this as a reward, you could say.
Okay.
For having insurance, they're gonna offer you a discount, which 20 to 30% technically drops your monthly payment from $70 to 25 to 35.
So why couldn't other companies do that? I got quoted around, and usually the median quote is around $50.
And has this been recently or within the last couple of months?
I would say like last week.
Last week, okay. Now, let me ask you a question. What agency? Do you recall, or what company?
Adriana's.
Adriana was one of them. Who else did you go with?
Fred Loyal.
Okay. All right. So let me give you a quick description of how they work. Now, let's start with Fred Loyal because it's gonna be easier. Fred Loyal is technically the actual insurance company. Okay. So technically, they're giving you just one option.
Right.
Does that make sense? They're giving you the lowest
Mhm.
out of one option, just themselves.
Their option.
Exactly. So they're giving you one option. And Adriana's, for example, now Adriana's is a very large agency. Now, just to share something with you, commonly as a customer, you're gonna have an impression that what Adriana's, or let's say Freeway, for example, since they're the largest agencies in the state of California, they should have more options
Exactly.
because they've been in business for over 20 years.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Is that safe to assume?
That's actually incorrect, and let me tell you why. Now, this is gonna make sense. As soon as a business, and this is just in general, as soon as a business conquers a certain level, okay, of success, you could say. In this case, Adriana's and Freeway, they've been in the business once again for over 20 years. They have over 50 to 100 offices. Okay, so they already have a brand. Okay. Now, what they do is they pick and choose. So let's say, for example, there's 100 companies in the state of California. They no longer need to keep that competitive mentality
Oh, I see.
because they're not competing anymore.
Mhm.
They already established themselves in a level where they're recognized. Their reputation's already there.
Right.
So let's say, for example, instead of them using 100 companies, or let's say 70 companies, they're only choosing the companies that really benefits them, not the client, them. Meaning companies that may offer more commission than others, let's say. So they start choosing what companies they want to do business with. It's not a bad thing, but it is a bad thing whenever we talk of the options that they offer. So they offer anywhere from 10 to 20 companies max. And the fact is that we work with 70 different companies, and the reason why we have more options is because we're not afraid of having all the companies that we could possibly offer. For us, it's a better way of working, okay, having 70 different companies instead of 10 to 20. Because then the companies that they don't have, I have them on my system. And that's the reason why I'm able to offer you 25 to 35, not only because there's a loyalty discount that's generating that a good discount and offering you 25 to 35, but also the fact that I have more options than the majority of the agencies. And of course, there's a few agencies that may have the same companies that we have. But of course, my focus is to have all the options necessary to give you the lowest option. So once again, 25 to 35 is the lowest option. Now, just for you to have an idea, let's say, for example, another discount that the insurance companies offer is called a multi-car discount. So let's say, for now, you have one vehicle, okay? In the future, if you add another car, then your monthly payment's probably gonna go up like $10, $15, $20 max, for the fact that they also offer about 20% of a discount. So technically, there's a lot of discounts that the insurance companies offer, and once again, we have so many options that it allows us to have a lot more options available for you. Therefore, the 25 to 35 is something that I could offer, and maybe another agency is not able to.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So definitely 25 to 35, this will be the lowest option. My intention will be for you to come back as soon as possible. I know you're not able to make a decision today. Once again, there's no commitment at all, okay? But instead of you waiting those 2 weeks, you should definitely try to come back maybe within the next week or the next couple of days. Now, rates fluctuate, so there's no guarantee that the rates are gonna be exactly the same.
Right. I've heard that before. Yeah, I mean, I can make it in sometime this week.
Perfect, so all that notes on the system will follow up with you within the next couple of days,
Great.
okay?